Hey, welcome back to Two Super Guys Trade Stocks. I'm Dylan.
I'm Vinny.
And I'm sorry, this is another Nikola video, but I couldn't help myself because the new CEO is about to do a fireside chat answering questions from shareholders. And I thought, as a person who understands their financial situation more than the CEO, I could answer those questions better. So we're going to take a look at these questions. Two Stupid Guys Trade Stocks. Perfect. All right. So this, I'm not going to go into like all the shit that's been happening. Let me move this real quick. There we go. So Nikola trucks can't stop catching fire as fourth fire occurs. Obviously, hey, there's a recall. I'm not going to get into it. But the best thing, I just want to move Vinny's face. Today, a fourth fire incident occurred once again, taking place at Nikola's headquarters in Phoenix. Neighbors of the facility contracted Electric to tell us the Nikola truck was visibly on fire at the facility. Fourth fire, guys. So for all the people that were being like, "Oh, it was just one," no, it's incorrect.
How many trucks have they made? Like 200?
209.
Oh, there you go. 209 trucks, 4 of them have caught on fire. That's perfect. That's a good ratio. I mean, you and I could probably do better than that.
One of them caught on fire twice, so it's not like super accurate. But anyways, this is the new incoming CEO, and as you guys know, one, I am short Nikola. I shorted Nikola from $1.50, which is horribly risky. But that's how confident I am in this bullshit company, right? Just failing, because I'm going to give you some predictions, and I'm also, these people aren't asking questions that they should be asking, like when are we going to be delisted? What happens when we're delisted? That kind of things. That's more important for their current situation. So I will also answer those questions. You can see these people did not ask those.
I have a really pressing question here. Is a company that's having issues with their vehicles catching on fire hosting a fireside chat? Is that a wise name for this particular conversation?
Well, as you will see by these questions, these are all people who drank the Kool-Aid, so you'd be surprised.
Perfect.
All right. So how long will it take to finish the recall of those trucks with the batteries problem? They're screwed. They actually don't have enough money to fix the recall, by the way. And if you're thinking that this is like, hey, this is just like a recall, they said the trucks are safe in an opening statement. They don't have to be recalled, but hey, there's 209 that should be recalled. They do not have the money to fix this problem, as I've shown in other videos, and I will show you again in this. They're screwed. What is the expected delivery date of hydrogen truck number 1? Great question, Amit. The problem is they're out of money. And as you have to scale up production, you have to have more costs incurred to your business. And they have already sold the land that their shit is on. Just as a general rule, once you start selling assets for cash, you're screwed. It's over. Okay? Let's get to these are the top 2 questions voted. Disagree, Vinny?
No, I actually agree emphatically. I'm just thinking about what's a good example of that. It's like, maybe like me doing a reverse mortgage on my house. That's basically what they did here. I
Pretty
guess.
much.
You know, you're betting on dying before you're actually going to have to pay that thing back.
Yes.
So is that what Nikola's doing at this point?
Kind of. This may seem like a pretty general question, but what exactly are you doing to ensure the competitiveness in the company and specifically to strengthen the share prices? What they're going to do within 6 months is they are going to do a reverse stock split. So the share price will go higher, technically. Just that's what they're going to do. That's where they're going to stay competitive. Could you please explain
I hope they do it.
They will.
Money that way.
They have to, actually, or they will be delisted, which I will show you. Can you please explain the future of the company and what they're planning to do for the shareholders? They're fucked, homie. It's over. Yeah. They're out of money. I've been saying this for like 8 months. No, like 2 years. Also, I've shorted them. If anyone is new to this, I've shorted them 3 times, incredibly successfully.
Since Trevor Milton failed out of college.
Oh yeah, the stock has not been moving in the right direction these past few months. Jacob did not drink the Kool-Aid. I do not see anything specific leading to a quick positive turn. Turnaround, can you please detail the company's plan to get the stock back on track? Well, Jacob, they don't have a plan. Their plan is to do a fireside chat to increase the amount of shares that you're going to buy and give you a positive attitude. You seem to be
Yeah.
the smartest one here, Jacob. You should just get the fuck out.
Well,
Just
I would add that look how short-sighted it is too, leading to a quick positive turnaround. Like not a 5-year turnaround, not a change the world turnaround, a quick turnaround, so I can make a couple of bucks on my shares and get the hell back out
Okay.
because I don't believe in this crap long term. Even that's what he's saying.
let me answer this differently then. They're going to release a YouTube video of a Nikola truck not on fire going down a hill on its own accord. You'll have a quick rebound in share price. Here is this is every cash flow, cash equivalents in thousands that they've had since Q3 2020. You could see the yellow is how much they lose every single quarter, and you're gonna be like, but Dylan, the green from Q1 to Q2 they increased. That's because they actually still burned $140 million and increased because they sold their land. They did the reverse mortgage thing, which is fantastic. When will we expect a nationwide hydrogen system? Easy. It won't happen. At least without Nikola. How many trucks will we cut off production line every week? There won't be any. Is there a clear technical solution to the cause of the truck fires? Don't buy a Nikola truck. Buy someone else. Problem solved.
Wow.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Trevor Milton's sentencing date's coming up. Maybe that'll be a good time to like fold up the whole company at the same point in time. All neat, nice, neat little package.
Yeah. I will say on one of the other Nikola videos, and this really got under my skin, they said, you can't compare Nikola, saying that they're down when the whole market as a whole is down. That's completely unfair. You don't know what you're talking about. So here's Nikola from January, and here's the Qs from January. Let's go back. Here's Nikola, down 70%, I believe. And Q's not that. Okay.
Yeah.
So here's what's going to happen. I think that they could actually last 9 months, because if they're ballsy enough to shoot themselves in the foot and lease at an incredibly high price the land that they previously owned, I think that they can. I don't think they're going to go down without a fight. That's the one positive. But the rule is, the delisting process set in motion when a company trades for 30 consecutive business days below the minimum closing bid price, which is $1. There is rules. There's like a $90 like kind of probationary period, depending on what happens. They've already been below $1 before, but after that, they will get delisted. Me, who owns options, what do? So when you have options, I'm going to guess that they do a reverse stock split, which, by the way, have you seen companies do a reverse stock split, Vinny?
I'm trying to remember a specific example, but yeah, it is
Movie
a typical thing that happens as companies kind of bleed off here, where they do reverse splits to kind of get their stock price back up. One that I actually remember happening this to was Citigroup, believe it or not. That's one that I remember off the top of my head. They did a 10-for-1 reverse stock split like 15 years ago.
So essentially, when that happens, the stock tanks so hard because everyone knows why they're doing it. It depends on the situation, but in this situation, it's to stop from being delisted, which they will be if they don't. So they will lose 40% of that value, usually within 2 weeks. If you just look at previous companies that have done it, MoviePass is a great example of that.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen to me? Okay, I am using options to short. The holder of an option contract will have the same number of contracts with an increase in strike price, proportionate to the reverse split value. The option contract will now represent a reduced number of shares. So you're not screwed in any way. You don't just like lose it. For those of you that are still shorting, also they just dropped below $1 and just immediately lost 15% more. So it's just free money.
Yeah, so people have pointed out before too, like, oh, BlackRock and Fidelity own shares in them. They do so because they're actually listed on an exchange.
Yeah.
A lot of times, if the company goes and gets delisted, BlackRock and Fidelity, companies like that, will be forced to liquidate their shares. That's part of the reason why you start seeing such an increased level of selling pressure and things get accelerated towards the end of this whole cycle. Is that some companies are tied by their actual bylaws in terms of they have to exit at a certain point.
Yeah. So as soon as that happens, you get a waterfall and it just dies. And I know there's people that are going to be angry at this. I could only show you their financials so many times for the people that keep on being like, "Ooh, check back at this at 5 years." All right, we can. I have no idea how people still are long in this company. I don't get it, but I wish you the best of luck. Have a good one, guys.
See you next one.